and 10 carries, 63 yards. Cousins open. He's got Pitts. Cuts to the inside. Gets taken down inside the 20-yard line by Antoine Winfield. 5 targets, 5 catches, 93 yards. Cousins going that way again. He's got it. Touchdown.
Well, here's Sills. Here's the corner. He's going to take him, and then watch the hesitation. Just hesitate, wait. Corner's cleared. Now there's a nice opening right there, and a good job of getting the ball in flat, on a flat line. And there's a look into the eyes of Kirk Cousins, trying to keep that safety in the middle of the field.
Mayfield now 11-21 for 173 off the fake, going deep downfield for Evans. He's got it. He and Bryant against each other. It's almost a no contest situation.
Welcome back.
Long way to go, but for first, a huge 3rd and goal. Robinson in motion. Cousins goes the other way. Pitts, can he handle it? They say touchdown.
Smoke. So be it.
And the kick is just inside the left upright. And there's a little celebrating going on in Charlotte, North Carolina right now.
And it all came down to this kick right here. Would it stay inside that left upright? Hit it clean. Hit it great.
And through. So the Falcons last year stunned them on a Thursday night in Atlanta, and they stun them again on a Thursday night in Tampa, Florida.
But not very successful. 30th on 4th down. Arm is hit as he threw, and it's incomplete. And that offensive line, which has struggled so much facing this nasty defensive line. Long touchdown drive to start the day. Play action pass to begin this drive, and a deep shot. Smith, perfect throw from Hurts. 43 yards, a thing of beauty. Mostert in on 3rd and 3. Pickett's given time. He gets picked off by Zach Bond. The all-pro linebacker picks off Pickett. And that's how the second half begins for the Raiders offense. Takeaway. Hurts in the offense. Going to work after this break.
1, 2, tell me what you got. Let me flip my corner.
Hurts delivers. Brown, touchdown.
And now this touchdown here in the slot to A.J. Brown. I think they've checked every box that Nick Sirianni wanted to, coming here back at home. 3-game losing streak, trying to get back on track down the stretch in December, and I don't think it could have gone any better today for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now they have a ton of money in spending they can do in free agency, so that will certainly help.
Bigsby. Tank Bigsby with the first down.
But you gotta hold those guys back, right? When they have that type of mindset.
Dart hands it off.
Let that guy run.
Tracy to the goal line. Touchdown.
Tracy is the running back. That's who you want running the football. And you can see why you want him running the football. Offensive line pushing down that Commander's front. Tyrone Tracy sees the hole. Congratulations.
Jalen Lane from the 37. There is a flag across midfield. Lane still going. Inside the 20, the 10, into the end zone for a touchdown. But remember, there is a flag. So we'll check with the referee, Bill Vinovich.
And you talk about a change in momentum. It looked like it was all Giants to end this half, right? They had a big stop. They get the ball, one timeout. You're expecting they're going to drive the ball again. Instead, the Commanders' defense shows up. They stop him, and then watch Jalen Lane. Look at his feet. Look at that speed. And look at him go for a touchdown.
Second down and 4. Dart throws out. It's picked off. Intercepted by Sandersteele, who you just mentioned, across midfield, inside the 40, the 30, and he is finally brought down by Jalen Hyatt.
He's all the way at the top, and I'm watching, and I can't figure out what Jackson Dart was looking at, right? Because one, he steps up, it's late, and he throws it inside where Mikey was aligned, right? So he's aligned inside the whole time, so you got to work against his leverage. Doesn't do that. Throws it inside and leaves it for an easy interception for Mikey. That is a nice play. Looking like a wide receiver coming back to the football. The other receiver to the top of the screen.
Here's Dart looking, fires to the end zone. It is caught. Tyrone Tracy, his second touchdown today.
And here's Tyrone Tracy, and you're going to watch a wheel route that he runs on Bobby Wagner. And that is how you expose the 10-time Pro Bowler Bobby Wagner. Want to get Terry McLaurin involved some more in this offense.
First down and 20.
Got him.
There's McLaurin. Inside the 10, stays on his feet, into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. 51 yards, Mariota to McLaurin.
Him to be back in this lineup because his route running and speed is second to none for the Commanders. Look at the way he turns around Dane Belton.
And he usually is able to find it.
Burrow on 3rd and 5. Pocket starts to tighten. Deflected, and it's picked. Intercepted. It's Marlon Humphrey. He'll return it. Boy, those two costly picks last week in their loss to Buffalo. High pass from Burrow, and it's Humphrey. Monster play for the Ravens defense. Right now the Bengals showing 8 on the line of scrimmage. Little pre-snap look for Jackson. They come heavy. Okay. Jackson underneath. It's Ali. First down and a lot more. Ali in for the Ravens touchdown. Quick decision-making by Jackson. Definitive decision-making by Jackson. And it is Ali, the recipient, as he has his first touchdown of the season for Baltimore. Bengals bring 4. Jackson towards the end zone, and it is caught. Flowers for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, surgical with that pass.
Look at this pocket. Jackson stares down the safety, gets it out. Flowers with the out and up, and just lays it in a beautiful, beautiful spot. Well done.
So
by the Ravens offense.
Zay Flowers' arch had the 26-yarder where he got lit up by Jordan Battle, and right here, 28 yards from Jackson to get the Ravens the 2-score lead that they so.
Burrow is not shy to throw it to anybody who is in one-on-one situation.
Burrow again kind of stumbles, and he's intercepted. Picked off by Van Noy. Then the handoff, it's Gilman. And Gilman is going to score as the Ravens look for the knockout punch. 95 yards. And so a 16-play Cincinnati drive ends in disaster.
Watch Van Noy as he engages the left guard, Fairchild, and then he can't get there fast enough to pick up Tavius Robinson, and Burrow doesn't realize that Van Noy, after he engages in that block, drops back into that passing window, tries to dump it off, and he is right there. And Gilman finishing off what I think has been a great day playing safety, takes the handoff and goes the distance.
And boy, were they singing Alohi Gilman's praises, the addition that he's been.
For 217 yards, I would continue to feature both of these running backs all day against this defense.
Jackson protected, throws a dart, deflected. Was that picked? Waiting for the signal, and yes, it was.
cold, but this one was certainly a catchable pass. Looked like it was dropped by Flowers.
Well, this is the National Football League. Just a great job of getting that separation at the top of the route. Ball was exactly where it had to be. Nothing wrong with that pass, and it just goes off the hands of Flowers, and Battle gets his 4th interception of the season.
They've had an outstanding season. Rashard Smith is the back. Mahomes to the air. Second goal. Chase. Drive. Scores. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. It's a 12-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have scored first. He has in any other season as the starter. Watch here. He's going to get the protection up front, but then there's going to be an opening here, and he takes advantage of it. No sliding going on. You get that close. Now, thanks. 3rd down, 11. From the 20, the defense is putting their hold on it. Vidal is the back. Here comes the blitz by Edwards. Hit as he throws, intercepted. And picked off on the play, Gelati, the rookie. It's a thick pick inside the 20. And they were able to get after. Look at the number of bodies at the line. No one's blocking the edge. Herbert tries to step up and he gets his arms hit. Looks like, who's that, Tranquil? Tranquil that gets the arm. McConkey had a punt return that he let go because he couldn't completely see it. Idell the back, 3rd and 3, Herbert. Here comes Karlaftis, and to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Grabbed on the play by Lambert Smith. His 2nd catch of the season, 1st career touchdown reception. Even better, because he steps up in the pocket. Watch him as he secures it, gets both feet down. I guess we're going to have to take another look at this now. Let's see if he hangs on to the ball. It's coming loose. But then grabbed. I know. Let's see if it hits the ground, though. Nope. It looks like he keeps his hand underneath it. Appreciate it, Gene. Thank you. Hunt the back. 3rd and 12 for the Chiefs. Bolay with the block, and here's the pass, and it was picked off. Henley got the ball. Dan Henley will take it the other way. Have they blown it dead? They have it the 1. He was down. Another interception. The 2nd. For the first time today, Henley, his 2nd pick of the season. And it is a big one, stopping the Chiefs. That's as good a catch as you'll see from any receiver in this league. We've seen a couple today, but Henley making an incredible catch to get the interception and give the Chargers the ball. And Pacheco remains the back, and Minshew to the air. And deep, and intercepted. It's picked off. Derwin James gets it. On the inside of Travis Kelce on a corner route, able to get his head around and come up with the interception to seal the win for the Chargers and seal the fate of the Chiefs this season. First time in 11 seasons the Chiefs will not be in the playoffs.
Now the very popular LaQuint Allen, 7th rounder, is in the backfield for the Jags. He's an excellent blocker out of Syracuse. Lawrence is in trouble, trying to get away. Flags come flying. Lawrence can run for a little bit. Lawrence can run for a score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And top 5 in Jags history.
4 receivers go out in the pattern. It's a zone coverage. Look, there's nobody open. You see all around the field. And then Lawrence.
Black. A 3rd down. Lawrence rolling the pocket. Just throws it up for grabs, and it's caught inside the 20-yard line. Parker Washington somehow got open. I don't know how.
So if they don't have success, the Jags don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, because they got a guy that has a big leg. Cook, his pass is nearly intercepted. Was it? Yes, it was. Picked off on the near sideline by Brown.
To be able to throw the deep shots, the bombs to Brian Thomas Jr. is huge.
Well, they're going to throw it again. Etienne. And Etienne inside the 40. High stepping inside the 35. Makes a man miss at the 33. Along the sidelines. Into the end zone. Stevens missed a tackle, but he wasn't alone. It's a 45-yard touchdown pass from Lawrence to ETN.
Look at a successful screen pass without the big guys. Look at Harrison right there, peels back gently on Quincy Williams and not get a penalty. Hainsey gets just enough downfield. ETN does the rest. That is a showcase. Our boss, Ross Malloy, takes us for pickleball to show how good of a college Division I tennis player he was.
He was very good.
I mean, every team he was on won by a lot.
And Cook is picked off on the outside. Antonio Johnson went right on top of the receiver and picked this one off.
That is
3rd and goal. Burden in motion. Play action. Williams. End zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown. Here he is right here. You can see, look at the outside. He's on the outside shoulder, and he's going to cross formation to the left. So you can see he's open immediately right there. Well thrown ball by Caleb Williams. But it's been outstanding. They've been pressed into service, and they've responded. Sanders on first down, deflected, and it's intercepted. DeMarco Jackson's got it. From the 22 on first down. Williams on the roll, directing traffic to the end zone. He throws, and it's DJ Moore, his second of the day. Chicago cashes in immediately from 22. On Monday, when Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams go over this play, because this is such a no, I can't believe you, yes. You talk about having confidence in your players, and again, the location. Look at the defenders. 3rd and 9, big play. Sanders with time to the sideline. Tough throw for Judy, and Judy has it intercepted. It's picked off by Jalen Johnson. Hand off Swift. Got a block, cuts it back. Swift struggling inside the 5. The high kick into the end zone for the touchdown. 17 tough yards. Stroud well protected, and there's Nico Collins. And Nico Collins will glide into the end zone. An opening drive, Texan touchdown. How about that?
Well, Nico Collins, he's just going to run the over across the field, and he's got outside leverage, and you're expecting some safety help here. You've got that outside, tries to undercut it. Buda Baker there, doesn't get to the receiver, and like I said, he's a big play.
Marks back in with 2 tight ends. Ball snapped directly to Woody Marks into the end zone. What a sweet play for a touchdown, Texans.
Watch, it was supposed to be an inside zone, goes right through the hands on the snap.
It's unbelievable.
And Johnny on the spot, Marks scoops it off the ground like a second baseman, and then goes hurtling into the end zone. I'm telling you.
At a point in his career, as he sets to throw, and for the end zone, intercepted. It's Kamari Lassiter. Jalen Knoll for the Texans inside his own 5 on the return and across the 30. No, across midfield. Jalen Knoll down around the 25 of Arizona. That's how they open the game with a big return. Over 200 yards passing is Jacoby Brissett for the end zone. Turning around, did he hang on? Michael Wilson, he's got a touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, look at Wilson coming off this back shoulder fade. I mean, Lassiter is all over him. You want to talk about sticky coverage? That's as sticky as it gets.
You do, or I do. You walked in with no shirt today.
That's true. Henderson! He's going the distance! And he's gone! It's all cooking for New England. 52 yards for the Rook.
The double team is going to be phenomenal up top from the right tackle and the extra O-lineman. They are just going to push Bosa out of the way and clear a path. This touchdown is on the Patriots' offensive line for clearing the way. And then once he breaks through that initial fence.
The 3rd and 25 with 1:39 to go in the 3rd. May. Deep ball, taking a shot downfield. What an effort by White! It's a punt. Tre'Davious White with the pick. They need to get to the 42. From the gun, deep drop. Allen hooks a pass, and it's a battle with a flag down. Shakir and Marcus. Allen steps up. He's got room in front of him. Pulls the trigger. End zone. Touchdown. A bullet. Josh Allen to Dawson Knox. Buffalo takes the lead.
Watch this. I want you to see. This is called the picket fence defense. The Patriots are going to have all of their guys playing zone inside the 5-yard line and in the first couple yards of the goal line. Knox is going to find his way into an open spot in the zone, and Josh Allen is going to hit him there. People, anybody who wants to say weak schedule, anybody who wants to say anything about him, these are the types of drives that they can show everyone.
Henderson bounces away, and Henderson is off to the races.
Look at May.
Does he have another one in him?
May sprung him.
He does. Touchdown. Goodbye, Travion Henderson.
Drake May leading the way. If you want a reason to believe in your team, if you want a reason to believe in your quarterback, if you want to follow somebody in the battle, you follow a guy who's going to sprint 50 yards down the field.
I don't think he did, so the call is correct, even though it might not look like it to the naked eye.
Second down for Shuck. He'll throw it downfield. Oh, what a grab by Vele. To the top of the mountain.
Puts them behind the chains here. 2nd and 21. This is a run or screen down.
They just got it off. Very loud crowd right now. Young launching near side. He drops it in for Coker. What a rainbow!
You're going to see Coker run up on his toes, get outside, save some space on the sideline for the quarterback. Then Bryce Young finds the Wi-Fi connection and airdrops a beauty in there to Jalen Coker for a touchdown.
He wasn't open when Bryce Young threw that ball.
Talk about anticipation. Beats the safety. Got one-on-one with J.C. Horn up top.
On third down, Shuck goes that way. Olave, touchdown!
Chris Olave out, and he's going to run a one-on-one route on a slant. Bang 8 style. Shuck makes sure he takes his eyes away. J.C. Horn.
Kool-Aid McKinstry trying to talk to his back line of the defense as the snap came. This is a ball way downfield, and there for Lee Getz, who gets up and runs. It's a first down and more. Charlie Smith from 47. It's on the way. It is good. There is a marker down. There's a flag down for now. The conquering hero of Ireland has given New Orleans the lead.
Offside. Defense number 26. That penalty's declined. The field goal was good.
You can see Charlie Smith. You want to talk about putting it down the middle. He left no doubt here in the Superdome. And the Saints just keep on marching.
Empty set for Ward. He's got time. Got a man downfield. It's caught by Helm, who fumbled the ball momentarily, but seemingly held on and broke the plane for a touchdown.
It was really an excellent route combination here. Van Jefferson runs a post to clear it out. And Helm, you see a lot of teams doing this, especially when they need a chunk, is they run what looks like this 7 route or a corner route, kind of get. I think a lot of it's just a confidence thing. And so coming into this game, you just felt like they really wanted to get him going.
Purdy scrambling, throwing, end zone. Jennings, he is in again. Purdy maneuvering, jumps, throws, touchdown. It's Kittle. And it's a rout in Santa Clara.
And here's George Kittle here, and it looks like he's running a corner route. And I'm not sure if this was an intentional adjustment. Sometimes if you're not going to win on the corner route, you can retrace. But even more impressive than that, watch Brock Purdy here. This is what the short guys have to do sometimes.
It would have been 4th down had it been ruled an incompletion, and it likely would have been a punt. Instead, because of the fumble, Cam Ward gets the ball at the plus 45 and takes a deep shot downfield, and it is held on to by Van Jefferson at the 1. Simmons is in. He's got a touchdown in his career. He was out there. Cam Ward on the scramble. Throwback Simmons. His 2nd career touchdown.
They're like, hey, big fella, you caused the fumble, so you know what? We're going to try to give you some love here. But this is a little bit unconventional.
What did you say earlier? You got to be friendly to the quarterback.
That's right.
Yeah, Brian Branch out for the season. Kirby Joseph, their all-pro safety, hasn't played in weeks. Intercepted! Oh, Aiden Hutchinson! A clear path. Can he win the race? Hutchinson inside the 20. He's tackled there. What a play from Aiden Hutchinson.
The few turnovers Stafford has all season. They're trying to throw to Parkinson on a tight end screen, but Hutch doesn't buy it. Makes the catch, looking like a tight end himself. Tries to get a block by Anzalone, and Parkinson with great hustle to bring down Hutchinson in the open field and save a touchdown.
He's going to get maybe a series, maybe a couple plays. We'll see. Here's Scott. Pressure. He steps away and then floats. Oh, come on! Amon-Ra St. Brown trying to beat everyone. That was unreal. What a touch, and then the catch and run to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he picks up 52. Stafford now going to float one far corner. Brought in and caught for the touchdown. Colby Parkinson, what a catch.
It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1.
Yeah, again, the ruling on the field was touchdown. And so any score gets reviewed upstairs. So obviously the ruling was a catch.
To elevate himself into, if he continues this for a long time, that's the type of player he is.
Stafford in trouble. Stands up, delivers a strike, and it's, what, did he catch that? No, it's out of bounds. Tutu Atwell. Let's see. What do we got? Oh my goodness. Going for it all. Jameson Williams, he's got it! Touchdown, Lions!
Brown on the inside on that in cut, and then the post over the top. Durant again with that outside leverage.
So 3rd down and 4. Rivers, and he's got a man. Touchdown! That's Josh Downs, and that's Phillip Rivers with a touchdown pass.
Phillip Rivers, he's making this throw, and yes, it's a great pass by him. He hits him over the middle. Josh Downs scores the touchdown.
A chance to put Indy on top. Groupie from 60. It is good! Groupie delivers! Darnold has time, fires, and it's caught by Shaheed. In Colts territory at the 47 and cannot stop the clock. Myers, kick on the way, and it is good! Myers delivers! Rivers down the middle of the field, and it is intercepted! Deflected and picked off by Kobe Bryant!
Could be a screen right here. I might run something fast.
Love looking downfield, lofting to the end zone. It's Jacob with the catch. Oh my goodness. What a grab by the running back with Greenlaw in coverage. And the Packers have found the end zone for the first time today.
But this is not a wide receiver. This is a running back. 1, 2. That is a touchdown. Jacobs showing off.
Yeah.
With some Randy Moss hands right here. Wow.
I don't know if you remember, but he couldn't get a touchdown reception.
Remember? Yeah,
anything.
Exactly.
For years. That streak ended not too long ago, but man, That looked like a play that you would expect to see from Reed or Watson.
I don't think that was pass interference.
Meanwhile, Jacobs, no one near him, taken off. Jacobs to the end zone for his longest touchdown run of the season.
Guys, I want you to watch right here. Singleton, there's a huge gap in this area. You've got to move over here. You cannot go that way because now all of a sudden you leave this entire area and Jacobs will finish. What a
right now. We'll watch the play first because they're going deep. They're going deep, and stepping in front is Surtain with the pick, and Watson was hurt. Surtain high stepping and slipping by one tackle attempt. 2nd and 8. Nix, end zone bound, pulled in. Are the feet down? Yes! Touchdown Broncos. Sutton hauls it in. First time he's caught a touchdown this year in anything other than the second quarter.
It's just a perfect route. He wins at the line of scrimmage, and then it's a perfect finish to the play with a perfect throw. I mean, this is high-level football right now. What a release by Sutton, and what a finish.
Across the middle, intercepted. It's Moss. Officials have ruled him down. They've ruled him down by contact. Love was trying to hit Dontavian Wick.
Aubrey has the longest consistent leg we've seen in the league. This is 47 yards. And a fake, and a pitch back to Aubrey, who's on the run for the first down as he slides at the 23-yard line.
They will have a game plan of something like this. I've seen this in practice a million different times.
Reddy Stewart was penalized there. Brings Minnesota to the edge of the red zone. And McCarthy on the boot, throwing it towards the end zone. Caught, held on to Jalen Naylor. In some pain, but he held on for the touchdown.
Watch when he releases this ball, how covered Naylor is in the back of the end zone. Come out and around. Here comes the play out. That is completely covered. And yet he threw it anyway and was able to make that throw. Now watch this release. He is a little bit bizarre on some of his fundamentals of throwing the football. But this guy has the courage of a lion. That thing was covered, and he threw it anyway. And I think that's been the difference the last couple of weeks with McCarthy. It's like, the heck with it. Throw it.
For the Vikings on 3rd and 8. As McCarthy drifts, fires it downfield, breaking open is Addison. Jordan Addison to the 3-yard line. 50. McCarthy, the keeper, the walk-in. A little gritty on his way to the end zone.
That's a little nasty right there.
Touchdown, Vikings.
The gritty going. That's the kind of personality that is this kid. Yeah. And that's why they're all wanting to be so patient.
And Davis in the lineup here for 2nd and 7. Turpin, Dak looked that way. He's going to throw on there, and Schoonmaker, one hand, bring it in. Luke Schoonmaker inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. That's 29. Longest of the year for the third-year player from Michigan.
Working on the shoes of Achane on the sideline, so Ollie Gordon is in the game. Tyreek Hill went down in week 4. Here is a shot for Waddle, underthrown and picked off by Asante Samuel.
He's the guy who deserves more playing time.
On 3rd down, got it to DK Metcalf. And fighting his way for the touchdown. Pure strength.
He's right here, and he reads it perfectly as
DK Metcalf is working the middle of the field. Aaron Rodgers never is looking at Ashton Davis. And Davis, who breaks on it, makes a great play, just not quite able to get there. And that's why I say a lot of times I think arm strength's way overrated. But the arm strength of Rodgers is what allowed that completion.
And over at left guard for Sam Alu. Here is a toss. In the backfield, Jonnu Smith. Between the Steelers and the Dolphins, makes it to the end zone.
Well, you got Darnell Washington and Adam Thielen, and between the two of them, look at the crease that they give him, and just an excellent job. If you're going to run...
Another one to the end zone, and a jump ball that's caught by Waller for the touchdown.
If they're not going to call PI, it was really good coverage as well. But Tua just throws it up to his big guy and lets him see if he can make a play. Get in with a division win.
On first down, Tagovailoa slides through. End zone. Catch is made. Touchdown, Waller. His second in a row.
Well, good job by Waller as he's working the back line. Kyle Duggar is the guy who's going to try to pick him up. And as he turns to look for the ball and the quarterback, Waller just keeps on going. And Tua Tagovailoa is able to find him. Darren Waller's an interesting guy. The guy who retired, he was sitting out last year and decided to come back and had to work things out.